What's up, people? Welcome back to the Web Page Designer. Now, big question, is it worth getting a website designer? Is it worth hiring one for your business? Now, you might be someone that's got a small business, got a Facebook page, I say you're a service business or goods, but what it is, you want digital sales. So you might have a business, I don't know, selling cakes. You do cash, you do cash receipts, cash sales, but you're looking to grow your business online. Now, the first thing most people ask themselves is it worth hiring a website designer? And it's a good question. So the honest answer is, it definitely is. Of course, it depends on things like your budget and your experience. Because you've got to think the first question after, do I want to hire a website designer? The next question is going to be, say you found someone great, you paid possibly quite a lot of money, but the thing is, what's going to happen once the website's built and you've been given a password to access the back end, and it's over to you to run the website, make alterations, make adjustments, adjust pricing, set out, I don't know, a blog page, something like that to drive traffic. Those are all things that you're going to have to learn anyway, essentially. So, is it worth hiring a website designer? It definitely is, but like I say, if you're a small startup business and you want to start, you say you've got a good, as I outlined in the beginning, a business, but it's not online, it's not digital yet, and you want to find a way to make that digital, it's definitely worth getting a website built. Again, it depends on your budget as to how much your business is taking. For example, if it's a part-time hustle and it's just, 10 grand a year taking, you're not going to want to go and spend 10 grand on a website, are you? Which you can easily do. What I would suggest is, firstly, working out your budget. Secondly, I would, once you've worked out your budget, decide whether you're going to seek to learn how to use the back end yourself, or whether you've got the budget then to go on and pay people to make minor alterations, product updates, blog posts, etc. Are you going to be able to pay something? Are you going to be able to justify paying someone to do that, or is it worth learning it yourself? Next question, obviously, how am I going to learn myself? Well, the honest answer is, you're going to learn like I did, like everyone does. But if you're serious about getting a website, this is what you want to do. You want to be able to learn how to use the back end, don't you? So you're not paying people for aftercare over and over and over again. Like, I'll give you an example on Fiverr, which is a platform where you can hire people like me, website designers and so on. They're going to charge you 60 quid to make a tiny update. Wow, that's a lot of money. Or you can learn it yourself. So assuming you've decided, look, basically having a website's not for everyone, but if you're interested, if you put that question into Google and you're still thinking, is it worth it? Well, the honest answer for any business seeking an online presence is definitely yes. You do want a website, because it's it forms the base, like the cornerstone for where all the information is about yourself and your business. And there's a lot of reasons. Obviously you can get by with a Facebook page, no worries, but Facebook's like 1/10 of the picture when you've got all the other platforms that you're going to want to upload onto to promote your business. That side of things goes on and on, but with a website, it all comes from the website, as opposed to a Facebook page, which, Facebook pages look all right. There's nothing wrong with having a Facebook page. I've got a few myself for various websites, and they're all linked together, and that's what you'd be looking to do in the long term. So yeah, the short answer is you definitely do want to be, if you're a startup, if you're a small business, and you're wondering, do I need a website? You definitely do. Main reasons being that it's going to form the cornerstone for Google, essentially. Google as a search engine is, without going into too much detail because it's really boring, it scans the internet for, whatever people, say if you've got a cake business, and you want to promote yourself, if you've got no online presence, then no one's going to really find you online, you know. And the best way to do that is through a website, have that linked up to a Facebook, Instagram, TikTok page, and then basically work from Google My Business and your website, because if you've got a Google My Business, first thing it's going to ask you is, you know, if you've got a website. So always have a website. If you're an entrepreneur, business type person like myself, or you've already got a small business and you want to make it digital or digitalize it or make it more searchable, seeable online, you're going to want a website, and you're going to want to base everything from there, basically. So what we can offer as a website provider, builder here in Bristol is an affordable service. We're definitely not going to be, we're not highly expensive in any way. We're ideally set up for small businesses that are looking to gain a foothold on Google, you know, get your product page that you have on your website onto page 1 of Google, which is a whole process in itself once you've got the website. But that's kind of what we're about. We're about helping small businesses in Bristol and indeed the wider UK build an online presence if you haven't already got one, and basically do it in an affordable manner. But also we're going to teach you how to do it yourself, how to run the website yourself. So once we've built your website, you can then go away and be rest assured that that's not going to be the end of the story. The next thing that's going to happen is you're going to get back in contact with, say, myself, and you're going to go, right, I've got a product here, I want to upload a different variation of it, you know, a cake with a cherry on top instead of the normal Victoria sponge, whatever it is. You want to make an update or you want to add a product to your website, I'm going to go, okay, fine, yeah. So instead of charging you, well, you're going to get charged once to make the alteration, but that'll be it then, because as long as you've got the mindset, you can go away and use a video recording of how I've made the update to your website. So I can do a screen record. I can then put a little thing on the screen where, you know, I'm taking you through the process. You've got me there talking and talking you through it essentially, so that you only have to pay once, you know, for whatever you want to, whatever adjustments you want to make to your website after you've had it built. You then get back in contact. I want to make this adjustment. Yeah, fine. I do the adjustment, but in that process, I've recorded everything. The screen recording will show you exactly how to do it, and then you'll have me there in the background talking you through it, so that you don't ever have to pay for that service again. And then you've just learned something. You've kind of bettered yourself. You know, it's a nice way of doing things. It's a budget-friendly way of doing things. You know, if you've got the time. It's probably not for like bigger businesses that are established, got an online presence, you know, blah blah blah. That's fine. It's for people that are just starting out, that want to learn the ropes, and they don't want to. They haven't got the budget to just throw money at this. They want to do it in a cost-effective manner, and at the same time they want to grow their IT skills. Well, this is definitely the best way to do it, because you're going to get aftercare like no other, really. There's not too many companies offering this sort of service, and like I said, I'm offering, you know, a way in to website design that otherwise would be quite unattainable for a lot of people because of the cost and the time involved. When you've got someone just showing you how to do it, I mean, you know, even if you don't do it right the first time, you know, take a break, come back the next day, watch a video again, go through it step by step, you're going to get it done. And if you can't, then I'll be on the WhatsApp and I can guide you through it anyway, but I'm not going to charge you for that. It's a cost-effective way of building your online presence and online sales, digital sales, online marketing. Everything that comes with that is what we do here, what we can help you with. So yeah, contact the Web Page Designer Bristol with the link below, and yeah, I'll catch you on the next one.